There we are. Hang on, let me fix. Son of a monkey. Pump it up. I'm so sorry, you guys. I just noticed that my mic wasn't on. So anyways, let me rewind here. Again, as always, I hope all is well with everyone. Coming up soon, I made an announcement, so coming up soon I won't be able to record for a few days, about 11 to 12, maybe a little bit less because of a nasty, unexpected storm coming through down south. So, anyways, as you can tell through the title, we are doing a reading for Jennie. We're going to start off with her career, and then we're going to look into her relationship with Jisoo and then Taehyung. Excuse me. So, the first card that came out was the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, first off, the swords represents that it has air energy, and it also represents what goes on in the mind here. So the Three of Swords represents pain, a type of heartache. At times it can also represent disappointment too. I wound up shuffling and then realizing the mic wasn't working properly. But at the bottom of the deck we had the Ace of Pentacles, Ace being 1, which represents something of new, and Pentacles being earth energy, can also be grounding energy. Pentacles represent money, wealth, materialistic things, and the Ace of Pentacles card represents a big gain. Sorry, I was just trying to remember word for word what I said. Okay. Jennie's career, please. Can you tell us about Jennie's career? Can you tell us more here about Jennie's career? So the Queen of Cups came out. Cups representing water energy, water signs. Cups also represent emotions, feelings. This is the Queen that is nurturing. She's loving. She's also honest too. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. Jennie's career, please. Here we have the Magician card. The Magician card is Major Arcana. He has all ingredients to create what he wants to create. So the Magician is the creator. He's the master manipulator. Here at the bottom of the deck we have the Temperance card. Temperance has Sagittarius energy, therefore fire energy. And the Temperance card, part of her is on land and part of her is on water. But she's also pouring one cup into the next. So it's almost like she's spilling in a way, you know what I mean? Spilling might not be a good way to describe it. Like, I'm maybe a little overly dramatic, maybe, but I don't know. I can't shake off the feeling like there was too much that was said with this Temperance card coming out. Jennie's career, please. Can you tell us about Jennie's career? Oh, so many. Like a lot. Okay, I'm not taking all those. I think maybe one of them was meant to be out, but not all of those. Sure will show itself again. Jennie's career, please. Can you tell us about Jennie's career? Thank you very much. Now here we have our Knight of Wands. Another fire energy. This is the Knight. Well, wands, to begin with, wands alone, they represent fire energy. They also represent things that are being created. So this knight is a knight that charges in. At the bottom here we have the Empress. The Empress is motherly, nurturing. It can represent fertility, so therefore at times creativity. Like you're nurturing what you want to create. Jennie's career, please. Here we have the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Okay. So the Eight of Wands represent a lot of things at times, like a lot of communication, a lot of action, a lot of movement. And then we have the Queen of Wands, feminine energy, fire sign. And this is the queen that represents beauty, flexibility, being able to work around with her surroundings. And then at the bottom of the deck here we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups represents emotions and water energy. One cup comes in as an offer, but this card represents apathy. As you see, she's sitting there kind of pouting almost, maybe confused, like a daisical in a way. But there's something, it looks like this one in this deck just shows it as it's sneaking up. Because there's already 3 here right in front of her, and it's almost like she's just not happy with the 3 that's here. But there's this one that's starting to come in. Let's grab another deck. Can you tell us more of what's going on here? Can you tell us what's going on here? Can you tell us more about what is going on here for Jennie's career? So here we are starting off with our Five of Cups. Cups again representing the water energy and emotions. And so the Five of Cups represents regret and loss. You can see there's 2 cups behind her on the table here still, but there's 3 here that she's checking out the spilling, and she looks like she's kind of moping about it. Can you tell us more here about Jennie's career? So here we have our Page of Cups King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So the Page of Cups, water, energy, emotions. So this page here represents like fantasy, imagination, putting together your thoughts to start that creation. And then we have our King of Pentacles, male energy, earth sign. This king here, he's seen as, from the public, if I can talk, seen in the public eye as a man who's pretty wealthy. He's well set. Money comes to him pretty easily. It's the earth sign, grounded and always pretty financially well, able to find a way to get what you need to proceed. So then here we have our Ace of Wands. Ace, again, 1, which represents a new. Wands, which is fire energy and about creations. So therefore, it represents a new creation. Something new, newly being created. Then here at the end we have our Seven of Wands, which represents at times bravery. But it can also represent like a type of battle. Like everybody's coming at you at once here. And usually one sticks out more than the rest of them. Because you can see she's protecting herself here from what they're trying to attack her about. It's at the bottom of the deck here. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups represents it can be childhood past, past memories, the past alone. I'm gonna draw 4 from the top here. Wow, Queen of Pentacles, we got a set. 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 4 of Wands, Page of Swords. So now here we have our Queen of Pentacles, female energy, earth energy or sign. So she's seen as someone who is able to balance out her money well enough. Okay, with being able to spend and save at the same time. She's very fruitful with everything that she has. Jennie is an earth sign. She's a Capricorn. Then we have our 9 of Wands, which represents determination, being resilient. Then we have our 10 of Swords, which sometimes the 10 of Swords, it seems like you're more focused on things that you shouldn't be, and then things suddenly creep up and hit you really hard. And then that's when you get the swords in your back. At times it can also be like decision, like a decision has been made. And here we have our 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands represent happy home, can also represent soulmates. And then we have our Page of Swords. Page of Swords represents examining from afar. Like for knowledge, learning about it. So it looks like there's some kind of, like, either there's a lot of people involved here, because we have 3 queens, 1 king. Or the other queens are describing her emotions and her feelings. She's feeling pain. Yeah, let's back up here. Okay, so it was like a lot of her heartache emotionally is what helps create charging into this, putting her into this queen spot where of making like master creations, like beautiful creations. And then she gets put in that. But it could also, because we have the 5 of Cups, Page of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles, it's almost like she had lost some kind of, or either loss or regret some things that's happened with this King of Pentacles. And it creates a new challenge. But it's like resilient of either doing this or have definitely made a decision, and she's happy about like watching from afar. And like this is what helps her creativity. It's almost like there was a relationship, some type of relationship, maybe friendship, something that either that, yeah, it's got to be something that had happened that creates type of pain that she's able to apply to what she creates. Alright, so let's look into her relationship with Jisoo. Can you tell us about Jennie's relationship with Jisoo, please? The relationship between Jennie and Jisoo. If you guys are enjoying so far, please hit that like button. If you'd like to see more in the future, hit that subscribe. The relationship between Jennie and Jisoo. Let's see if one flipped. Yep. So we're starting off with the 2 of Pentacles here, which is a titch blurry. There we are. So here we have our 2 of Pentacles. I feel like it's still a little blur. Sorry if it is. So the Pentacles is that earth energy. Represents finance, grounding, anything materialistic. The 2 of Pentacles represents balance, finding this balance or balancing things out. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. It has air energy in it. Swords represents the mind. The Page of Swords here, this page here, represents learning from afar. It's like studious in the nature of like inspecting something from a distance. The relationship between Jennie and Jisoo, please. Wow, another 2. 2 represents the color orange. Orange represents energy. 2 also represents like foundation as well. Wands represent fire energy, also represents creations, things being created. The 2 of Wands alone, the card, represents choosing a path, which one to take. You see there's one in hand of the sorcerer. However, the other one, it looks like he's manipulating in some form or another. I'm not sure if he's pushing it away or drawing it towards him, which I'm thinking is pushing away. So there's one path that's being held on and the other one is being pushed away. Here we have Ten of Swords. Swords again having air energy, representing the mind. Ten of Swords, it's like at times it can represent not fully paying attention to the things that need to be paid attention to, and things creep up and suddenly stab you in the back, suddenly hit you hard. At times it can also represent making a decision, a finalized decision. The relationship between Jisoo and Jennie. Here we have the Knight of Wands. Wands having that fire energy, representing creations. This is the knight that comes in charging. So this is something that's gonna be happening pretty soon. The relationship between Jisoo and Jennie could also be referring to current as well. The relationship between Jennie and Jisoo, please. Okay. And now here we have the Six of Cups. Cups representing water, energy, and emotions. The Six of Cups represents a lot of things. It can represent children at times, being childish, childhood past memories, things that are nostalgic. It can also represent offering something to somebody that's younger than you. At the bottom of the deck here we have our Moon card. It has Pisces energy. It's a major arcana, so it's something that's major. Just as I thought, it's the only major card here so far. The Moon card represents things that are unknown. Sometimes things that are bigger than what they look like. Let's draw a few from the top. We have our Hermit, which has Virgo energy, Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Star card. So the Hermit card, like I said, has Virgo energy in it. The Hermit card represents sitting there and thinking on something to yourself. Like you're in a solitary state and you're thinking about a certain scenario or a certain thing. And then we have our Ace of Cups here, has water energy, emotions. So with it being ace, it represents one, something new. Also the color red, which is leadership. Again, something new as well, like a new beginning. So concluding that, a new love. So with the Hermit and the Ace of Cups here alone, it looks as though thinking of like almost like a new foundation of love, I'm thinking, because first off, we have 2 2s at the beginning. Okay, 2 represents foundation. 22, is a master number, representing like the master engineer, the master builder. Okay, 2, foundation. Okay. I'm really sensing by now. I'll get to the last 3 cards here. I'm sorry. With the Ten of Swords that we got earlier, it's really more of a decision being made, and it's coming in fast with the Knight of Wands, and it might have something to do with their past together, past memories. And then we have our Hermit card, which this is the thinking process. And then I'm thinking new level of love with this Ace of Cups. And the Eight of Wands. Wands with the fire energy, representing creations, because you're putting passion in for the creation to be created, correct? So the Eight of Wands card can represent a lot of action, a lot of communication, a lot of messages, rapid action. The Queen of Wands, fire energy, feminine energy as well, fire signs. The Queen of Wands represents beauty, someone who is very beautiful, intelligent. She's very bright. And then here we have our Star card here. Star having the Aquarius energy, which is air energy. The Star card can represent celebrity. It can also represent a wish, something you would wish for. The Hermit card and the Star card go along very well. You see there's a star here. It's shining very brightly. And then we have the star in the Star card. Let's see. I'd like to ask about this Queen of Wands. Can you tell us about this Queen of Wands here? Can you tell us? There we go. The Queen of Wands. Can you tell us about this Queen of Wands here for Jennie and Jisoo's relationship? Can you tell us about this Queen of Wands with Jennie and Jisoo's relationship, please? Four of Cups. Okay. And the Page of Swords. All right. It's a nutshell. So the Four cups representing water energy and zodiac signs as well, but as well as emotions. This one here it usually represents a type of apathy about a situation, but there's always one that comes in with this card, if you remember with it showing up earlier. And just not really being happy what's sitting in front of them right now. But then we have this Page of Swords here, which is about examining from afar, learning from afar, obtaining knowledge about something from a distance. Alright guys, I'm sorry, I had to pause it for a second there. I had to run upstairs. I apologize. So really what I'm picking up here with the Four of Cups and the Page of Swords here, it's really almost like with this Queen of Wands. There's apathy of at least 3 things, or what's being shown in front with this relationship between Jennie and Jisoo. It's like not really being happy what's being learned from afar about this Queen of Wands. So it looks like they have a really good foundation with their relationship, Jennie and Jisoo. You know what? Come back here. Let's see if we get a little more here. Can you tell us more about this Queen of Wands between Jennie and Jisoo with their relationship? The relevance of this Queen of Wands with Jennie and Jisoo's relationship. What is the relevance? Oh, dear goodness gracious. Alright, I had to make sure I wasn't going to run the cat over. Alright, got those. Oh, it's a good thing my mother gave birth to a rock. Alright, so. There's so many. Alright, first let's start off with the one that's sideways, is facing up. So our death card here, it has Scorpio energy. It is a major arcana, so it's a major thing within them. The death card is typically being able to cut that thread to close one door to open up another. Five of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy. The Five of Pentacles is where you're out in the cold, in the dark. Oh, and then we have our Tower card. The Tower card can represent bursts of energy. It can represent destruction, some type of crisis. We have our Four of Pentacles, which represents holding on tight. Can usually be greedy sometimes, some type and form of greed. We have our Judgment card, and then our King of Wands. So now we have a pair. The Judgment card represents something being revived. At times it can represent like a type of growth, rebirth. The King of Wands, male energy, fire energy, wands representing creations. So then he is the king of creations. He's also at times represents like a type of war, but mostly like a type of strategic planning or planner. I'm going to set these over here. Our Three of Cups, Two of Wands again, Nine of Cups, and then our Queen of Swords. Three of Cups, cups representing water energy and emotions. It can represent gossip. It can represent socializing, sometimes drinking. Usually socializing, though. Sometimes gossiping. Those are usually what's going on with that card. Then we have, it's the Three of Wands. I'm sorry, not the Two of Wands. So we have 3-3. Wow, two master numbers. Wow. So 33 represents like the master creator. Also the master teacher too. The Three of Wands, they're standing there and watching. They're at the ledge and watching what could be coming from across from this on this water here. What could be coming from the other side. And one's or two of them are looking to the left of them, and the other one is just like gawking at the moon or the sky. So it's almost like two of them here are focused on the mission, and the other one is just bored and just viewing off. That's interesting. Just interesting, because we have 3-3 could also represent a third party as well. This Queen of Wands could be a third party to them. Then here we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups represent wish fulfillment. You're receiving that fulfillment that you had wished for. Your goal. You're succeeding. You're fulfilling that. And then we have our Queen of Swords. Feminine energy with air sign energy. The Queen of Swords represents carefully making decisions. So it's almost like this Queen of Wands is kind of like weighing them down in a way. Because in the dark there's crisis and destruction with the Tower card, and with the Death card being sideways, that energy is blocked, so someone's not able to close the door and open up another one, and that's what's really creating the apathy, because it's just like a continuous thing and it's being held on tight. But then it revives the King of Wands. I wonder if this Queen of Wands levels up. When socializing. It's almost like Jennie and Jisoo receive something that is a fulfillment to them through this Wands person, this Queen or King of Wands. We initially asked this deck about the Queen of Wands. So it's almost like this Queen of Wands had leveled up to this King of Wands. Unless somebody that this Queen of Wands knows something that they hold on tight that's crisis, but it affects Jennie and Jisoo in some way. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Pentacles, balancing things out. It's almost as though it's like a clarification of this Queen of Swords. Carefully making decisions. If you guys are enjoying so far, please hit that like button. Oops. If you'd like to see more in the future, please hit the subscribe. Alright, let's look into Jennie and Taehyung's relationship. I see relationship, the word relationship, as in friendship. Like, relationship is a wide, I want to say a wide word, because it represents so many different types of relationships, friendship, romantic relationship, platonic relationships, sentimental relationship. So, yeah. The relationship between Jennie and Taehyung, please. The relationship between Jennie and Taehyung. Knight of Cups. The cups representing water signs, water energy, emotions. The Knight of Cups, this is the knight that has like at times a confession, can be a message, something from the heart, something with feelings and passion behind it. Here at the bottom of the deck we have the Moon card. It's interesting. We have the Knight of Cups, which represents water energy, and then the Moon card, which represents Pisces. So the Moon card also represents things that are unknown, can be things at night, something that happens at night. So this message could be unknown. We don't know if it's going to be like that yet, because if we would get another card, then I'd say it's unknown to the public, shit, right? I just had it and it just like left. I hate when that happens. Do you not? The Moon card. This message could come at nighttime. That's what I was going to say. This message could also come through at nighttime. Okay. Or a confession. The relationship between Jennie and Taehyung, please. The Fool's card. The Fool's card represents a fresh beginning. The Fool card is where you're taking a leap of faith into something new. It's a very freeing card, because it's like you have all this momentum and energy built up to do it, that you're like, fuck it, and just like charge right into it and start doing it. And that's when the Fool begins journey. The relationship between Jennie and Taehyung, please. The relationship between Jennie and Taehyung, please. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords again can represent not really paying attention to the things that need to be paid attention to, and it comes and stabs you in the back all of a sudden. But it can also represent making a decision as well. We have our Seven of Swords and our Page of Wands. The Swords represents the mind, also has air energy to it. The Seven of Swords represents multiple things. It can represent like sneaky and negative and positive aspects. Sneaky, like you're sneaking around, or for negative or positive, like it's sneaky as in not too many people know, and you're trying to keep it on the down low, or keep things on the down low. It can also represent like sneaky, something sneaky, or being sneaky. The Page of Wands, wands represent the fire energy, represents as well creations too. The Page of Wands typically represents where you're ready to venture off into what you want to do, what you want to create. At the bottom of the deck here we have the Sun card, Major Arcana, second Major Arcana that's out here. The third that we've seen so far, because of the Moon card. So the Sun card, at times it can represent child, but it can as well represent happiness. It's the happiest card in the deck, as well as the major arcana. So it's something major, also representing major happiness. The relationship between Jennie and Taehyung, please. And now we have the Empress card. The Empress card can represent motherly. Fertile can, don't forget, fertile can also be very broad, like you're fertile in your mind with creations, like how you want to put things together with creativity, growth. Okay, if you want something to grow. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Wands represents fire energy, also creations. The Ace of Wands represents a new action. A new creation, something new. The Ace of Wands can also represent the male phallic symbol too. The relationship between Jennie and Taehyung, please. The relationship between Jennie and Taehyung. Okay. And now we have the Three of Swords. I feel like this is kind of like all over the place. Do you not? I'm going to shift these guys over this way. So the Three of Swords. Swords has air energy and it represents the mind. The Three of Swords can represent heartache, pain. At times it can also represent disappointment too. Okay, well now, here at the bottom of the deck, now we have a pair from the major arcana here. We have the Emperor. The Emperor has Aries energy, is father figure as well, authority, control. At times he can represent war as well. But it looks like there's pain in their relationship, it looks like. But it's almost like there's communication about it between them. Because of the Knight of Cups. Not unless this Knight of Cups is what the message that came in, and maybe it had made a decision, but to things to an end, maybe to rest, but we don't have the Four of Swords for that. For the to rest part. Then we have the Seven of Swords, which is sneaky, can also be deceitful at times. Then the Adventurer. Alright, I'm going to pull from the top because we have the Emperor at the bottom. Let's see. Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Tower card, Queen of Pentacles, Justice. I'm going to do one more now because of that. Wow. Holy shit. Excuse me. I don't normally swear on my channel. Move up here. So at the top there, to the left, we have our Queen of Swords. It's feminine energy, air sign energy. She's the queen that makes decisions, but she's very careful, very tedious in making decisions. She wants to make sure she makes the right decisions. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles representing earth energy. Also finances, material things. The Ten of Pentacles, at times, if you really look at the picture, you see two young ones in the back, two young couples in the background, and one who's older in the front. It's almost like the one in the front here is like being ignored because these two are doing their thing. And this one here is just all alone and bored and just staring off. Almost like, she almost looks to me like she's contemplating on what to do. Then here we have the Tower card, which represents crisis, disaster, can represent like a burst of energy. And we have our Queen of Pentacles, feminine energy, earth sign energy. Jennie is a Capricorn, as well as Taehyung too. So the Queen of Pentacles, she is well with her finances. It's like she has a good checkbook, you know. She likes fancy things. Nurturing too. And then here we have our Justice card here, Libra energy. The Justice card can be court stuff, you know, at times. But it can also be receiving some type of justice out of something. And then here we have our Devil card at the bottom, Capricorn energy, major arcana. The Devil card can represent a type of chain. At times it can represent addiction too. It's almost like there's a lot of destruction with this Queen of Swords here. I wonder if this Queen of Swords has to do with the heartache there. I mean, I would assume it would, wouldn't it? Because, yeah, Three of Swords is the last one we got. And then it's... It's almost like this Queen of Swords. I'm trying to think of how to say it. Had deceived Jennie for this Queen of Swords own good, own want, like for evil things. Picking up like a selfish manner. What's going on here with the Queen of Swords and Jennie and Taehyung? What does this Queen of Swords have to do with Jennie and Taehyung? What does this Queen of Swords have to do with Jennie and Taehyung, please? What does this Queen of Swords have to do with Jennie and Taehyung? Queen of Swords, thank you. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands represents a lot of communication, a lot of action. At times it can also represent a lot of messages too. And at the bottom of the deck we have that Queen of Swords that we're asking about. It's Queen of Swords with Jennie and Taehyung, please. Now we're going backwards. The Seven of Wands. Excuse me. The Seven of Wands is like people are coming to you and they're like attacking you with things. It's just a lot of things going on. And here's that Three of Swords. The heartache, that pain. Alright, I'm going to draw from the top here. Eight of Swords. Chariot. Backwards again. 8, 7. There's that freaking Emperor. Hanged Man. Three of Pentacles. I'm going to do one more. Now we got a fucking King of Cups. Okay. So the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords represent air signs. Also with the mind. The Eight of Swords represents boundness. At times it can represent self-sabotage. Whether you had set it up yourself or not. Then we have the Chariot card, Major Arcana. It also has Cancer energy in it. It's the fastest moving card in the deck. Then we have the Emperor again. Another Major Arcana. It's Aries energy, so fire energy. It can represent types of war, arguments, authority, control, father figure. And then we have the Hanged Man. He hangs himself there intentionally to see things from another perspective, to try and understand it differently. And then we have our Three of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth energy, grounding, finances. I'm sorry, I'm scratching. Pregnant, everything's growing. So the Three of Pentacles can also represent a creative union, third party, because you're usually going to somebody here with the Three of Pentacles to help create something. He's typically a sculptor in the deck. And here we have our King of Cups at the end here. Male energy, water sign energy. King of Cups is someone who's honest. Someone who speaks the truth. So, wow. It's either bound energy or self-sabotage energy with his Chariot. The Queen of Swords. So it's bound. She has self-sabotage, which would be that destruction card. Damn. Movement, yep. To the Emperor. But it's almost like this King of Cups here, third party energy, is helping the Emperor, Taehyung, like try to figure things out, see things from a different perspective. Male energy, water sign is helping, I want to say, Taehyung, because it's the Emperor card. It's not the first time we got the Emperor card in this reading. So, then we have the Emperor. So what I'm saying is my decks are kind of saying that Jennie is the Empress and Taehyung's the Emperor in this reading. That's beautiful. So it looks like there is some type of sabotage with this Queen of Swords, and there's heartache and pain, disappointment. And it looks as though Taehyung is looking for advice on how to mend things with Jennie. That takes bravery and courage. Alright, you guys, if you have enjoyed so far or have watched this far, please hit that like button. If you would like to see more in the future, hit the subscribe. There are other ways to show support. I have it down in the description box. Until next time, you guys, auf Wiedersehen. Bye-bye.